welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. If you're new to the channel, there's a subscribe button down there somewhere. You should have hit it. You should definitely hit it. Go ahead, I'll wait. Go ahead, I got time. Alright, good. Glad you hit it. Alright, so it's been about a good 2 weeks since I filmed that last part. A lot of things have happened in those last couple of weeks, and so I apologize. I did, and basically I'll show you what's in the box a little bit later, but I really wanted to go over what was done to the head that I got back from the machine shop that I think I told you guys about a couple of videos ago. So we are going to jump right into that, and then I will show you what's in the box because I needed to get it, basically. It's been a rough couple of weeks. I hit a cat. Well, I didn't hit it more than the cat tried to commit suicide, and it actually failed at that. And but it did take out this light. So, but it was actually good because now I see how that will look. So I think I'm gonna get mesh for this, and then and also paint it black. So that way it looks like it's supposed to be there. So yeah, you know, that happened. Let me see, my computer died, and I had to go run out and buy a new one. So, and that was part of the reason why for the box. Has nothing to do with the computer. I just figured, oh, I already spent this money on my credit card. Why not just get this? So let's jump right into the head. All right, one thing I wanted to do was just show you guys, give you sort of a side-by-side comparison of the two heads. Obviously, this one right here is the old head. This one is the new head. This is the one I had to order after I Wolverine this block. Actually did that. So yeah, I did cut it and things like that. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys, give you guys a comparison. I'm obviously keeping this one wrapped because we don't want anything to happen to it. But whew, yeah. As you can see, anyway, as you can see, I do have the cams in both, but those are not the stock cams. These are the GSC Stage 2 cams. I did have to valve springs, the retainers, and I also needed to get new buckets, which I didn't realize I had to because of the new valves, the oversized valves by Ferrera. But as you can see, it's going to be tough on camera, but just in person, when you take a look at the cam profiles versus the stock cam profiles, in person you can see that these are much larger, hence the reason for the valve springs and retainers that were needed. And I've heard how these sound on the Evo, the Stage 2s, and they sound crazy. Actually, check out this clip. Basically, my neighbors are going to hate me every morning that I start the car up to go to the gym at, right now, 5 o'clock, because, you know, the gym's opened up in Connecticut again, so I'll be getting bigger again. But anyway, so yeah, my neighbors are going to hate me, but the other thing is, too, is I am going to have to reuse the cam gears. So that's not that hard, obviously. They just come off the two bolts. So those are going to be reused. Now, the other thing I had to get brand new on this head, all of them, were these tappets right here. These are solid tappets. And basically, the issue over here was the Ferrera valves, the oversized valves. They were too long, so they had to they had to do some shaving, and because of the amount of shaving they had to do, they actually had to order all new Tebbets. So that was kind of unexpected and expensive. Each one cost about $12 to $15. So you times that times 16, and yeah, got a little expensive just for those. And then they had to do the work. So one of the other things that I actually modified that aren't on right now are the cam cap bolts. I actually have the bolts downstairs, but they, for some reason, they wanted the stock ones when I brought it to the machine shop. So I brought the stock ones. So I will be replacing those. And obviously the cams are going to have to come out when I install the head on the block that I hopefully should be getting in the next week or two or something like that. We'll see. The other thing that I actually had to modify, well, they had to modify too, was because the cam profiles are larger on these cams, they're 272 cams, they actually had to, sorry, trying not to break other stuff, they actually had to shave here for the cam profile to, that way the cam didn't get stuck right here, because obviously that would be a huge headache and cause a lot of damage. So they had to actually go through and basically shave here, you know, so that way the cam's cleared, the GSC cams. So that was another thing that they did, which I wasn't aware that they were going to do, but it needed to be done. So I'm glad I brought the cams to the machine shop. All right, so one of the obvious things that they had to do with this head was they actually had to plane the head. As you can see, I mean, this one's clearly been used. This one doesn't look like it's been used at all. I mean, look how shiny that is. But that's because they had to plane the head, but also because this cylinder here, when I brought it to the machine shop, they said, oh yeah, you had a piston that hit the head, like just smacked it. So they had to make sure that it would be okay, and I would still be able to use, obviously, a head gasket and things like that. So that's what they did there. Obviously, too, as you guys can, I don't know how well this is going to show up on camera, but clearly these are all larger valves. So they had the clearance for those. If you take a look at the stock one here, completely stock one, and where things ended up, it looks like they actually had to smooth this area. This area had to come down a little bit more to get the valves to fit. And just in general, you can see if you just base it from here to here, might be a little hard to tell, but clearly these are a lot larger, which they did a very good job on this head, I have to say. I'm very impressed. I mean, look how shiny that is. That's as shiny as my head. All right, so one of the other things that you guys aren't going to be able to see, well, one of the other mods, was an angled valve job. More specifically, a 5-angle valve job. I didn't know that I was going to need that, so clearly that was added on in the price. But they did a 5-angle valve job, which I was told that I could have gotten away with. They could have gotten away with a 3-angle valve job. But basically, what that valve job does is just allow the incoming air to come in, flow in a lot more smoother, and avoid like pockets, or where they would just be turbulent pockets. So the 5-angle valve job basically just allows the air to flow a little bit more smooth. I did ask, which I hope was a legit question, well, how come you just don't smooth that whole area out so it's just completely smooth? And the reason being is because if dirt particles get in there and things like that, the valve may not completely close, so which now makes sense. So they did a 5-angle valve job, which again I wasn't expecting. So I mean, whatever, basically everything I did was to help the help pull in more air into the motor and things like that. So I think we're going to achieve that, especially with, well, that'll help. No, No, forget I almost told you what was in the box. Alright, so basically the only thing that hasn't been done to the head is a port and polish. Now, the people that have the block are trying to talk me into getting a full port and polish. The people who had the head are saying that I don't need a port and polish. So my question to you guys is should I take the head down there to where the block is currently? That's been down there for 2.5 months, or a month and a half, excuse me. And should I have them do a full port and polish, which would be about $500 each side, so $1,000. I mean, I don't know. I really, you guys, let me know down in the comment section. I'll actually pin this as the first comment to this video. So let me know what you guys think. Okay, so as you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys are wondering what was in the box. What was in the box at the beginning of the video? Well, quick backstory. So I decided when my computer broke, I might as well just buy this other thing. And GenRacer, my favorite website in the world, happened to have it. They had been sold out for a while, everywhere, and I just happened to go on GenRacer because I just kind of like to keep up with what's out there and things like that, as far as for the Gen Coupe. And it happened to be there, and they had 4, now 3. And hopefully after this video, one of you guys go pick up one, so they're down to 2. So, that was freaky. Rather than me keep talking, I'm just gonna go grab it and show you. Give me 1 second. Ta-da! Yes, this and this were in that big box. Well, what is this? Well, this is a bracket from MXP. And it is to actually hold, to support the turbo. These are manifold bolts. I needed new manifold bolts. Alright, I'm going to stop messing with you guys. There was more in that box. It's right there. What this is the MXP exhaust manifold. Nice for off-road use only, you know, because we always go off-road. But I figured since I was upgrading practically everything on the head, these needed to be upgraded. I was going to go with the stock manifold with the Garrett turbo, but since I am trying to push as close to 700 horsepower as I possibly can, these needed to be upgraded as well. The great thing about these is these are very compact, but they should flow obviously a lot better than the stock head. The actual gasket fits perfectly for this lip, this particular lip here, and I did test fit this on the Garrett turbo, and it fits so well. So, the other thing too is the welds on this. So much better than not only, well, than the ISR welds, because the ISR welds, you'll see the weld, but they don't go all the way around, which is kind of weird. It's almost like they were there for just to look pretty. But the other thing with this is this has a warranty, which also voids me from putting heat wrap around this. That's one of the things that will void the warranty for this. Usually I don't follow those instructions, but for $680, Lisa's right there. Yeah, I said that. You don't want to void the warranty on these. Hopefully these should get me some more power and things like that as well. Help with everything, with the performance. So that's what was in the box. The thing is too, is because this fits in the stock location, I'm not going to have an issue with the wiring, the fuse box melting. Hold on. So if you guys recall, if you take a look how close this is to the fuse box, because of the heat that was coming off of mainly this area right here that's exposed, it actually melted the side of this fuse box, which clearly wasn't a good thing. But fortunately I caught it in time. I did have to reroute the wiring harness, cut a hole in here and then reroute the wiring harness so it was away from this. But that was pretty scary. But the good thing about the new manifold is that, like I said, it fits in a stock location, so it's not sitting up here as high. I'll be able to put this back, this hose back in the correct location, which it's just shifted over this way, and that's what we had to do to get all of this to fit in the car. So but I definitely cannot wait to get that in. So that's where we're at. That's pretty much the head comparison. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys want more detail, sorry it's hot in here, but if you guys want more detail, let me know down in the comment section of this video, and I will definitely get right back to you. If you guys had if you guys were on my Instagram, which is driven_Genesis, you would have seen that manifold a couple weeks ago. So yeah, I'll put the link down below to my Instagram. So just go you know, check me out there. If you guys have any questions even about the project there, hit me up there too, because I will answer either way. So again, let me know what you guys think about this video. Definitely, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Like I said way in the beginning of the video, hit it. I'll wait. I waited this long. I'll wait. Trying to hit that 1,000 by the end of this year, which would be awesome, because you guys are doing a good, awesome job. New subscribers as well, just commenting and things like that, and sticking around and trying to see the end of this project, which will probably never ever come to an end. Hopefully again we'll maybe have the block back for the next video. I don't know, but we'll see. So until next time, like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Hit that notification button as well, and make no limitation your only limitation, because it's gonna be big. It's coming. It's gonna scare everybody. Peace.